You can surely be patient with an avoidant until they surely fall in love. And in fact, note this, once they fall in love, you would barely even notice that this person is actually an avoidant person. So now the question is, how do you do it? And listen, an avoidant person, they differ from person to person. It's just that most of the traits will be similar, but their behavior patterns will slightly differ. There will be some where one of them excel in this the most, whereas the other excels in this behavior the most. So it will be up to you to learn and to spot and to differentiate. Now, first of all, you must just understand that what place you are coming from, because there are those that, of course, some of these people you can already see their behavior patterns, and to a point where you cannot stand it, whereas to some, deep down, you wish you can make it work. How can I like this person, I feel like I can handle it. That is why the number one thing is, make sure that you don't get in a relationship with such a person having high hopes, so much expectations, so much dreams. I want to be always on the call. I want to make sure that when I call them, they pick up. I want to make sure that the moment you lower those expectations, the moment you build that, you know what, let me go with the flow. I know I expect it to be here by now because I'm feeling so much already in love. You put yourself in a position where you be like, you know what, just like any other lady. For example, if a lady likes a man so much, some they play hard to get, not meaning that she's not interested, but because she wants to make sure she keeps him. That is how much she loves him. It's just that to a man, it will appear as if like, this lady, she's playing games. She doesn't really want me. If she did, she was gonna be crazy over me. She was gonna pick up my calls. She was gonna always agree when we go out. But to her, she's looking at the bigger picture. She wants to make sure that she does not rush things only to lose you very sooner, instead of slowing down and keep you for a long time. So even with an avoidant person, their approach should be such. Patience with them, okay? Like I said. And secondly, make it a point with an avoidant person, you build an independent life where outside of them, though you are in love, though you wouldn't mind spending all the time, all the day, with them, build the thing where outside of them, you are still being kept busy by your work, business, going out, to the point where you don't depend on their presence for you to be happy and to be fine. Once you can do that from the ground, it becomes too easy. Unlike you build it, your joy around them, and then when they turn along the way, it becomes difficult because now you have to readjust. So from the get-go, the moment you spot that there's an error with this person, you got what I mean? And thirdly, make it a point that you don't force them into anything. Make it a point that learn to read them before you can confront or force them to reveal something. For instance, let's just take, you can see that this person seems to be too quiet today. Their responses, they feel like it seems like they are not in the mood. Of course, you can inquire a bit. Are you fine? Do you want to talk? And some you can tell that they don't want to talk because like, no, I'm fine. No, it's cool. You got what I mean? But the moment you become pushy, of course, for the first time you won't know, right? But begin to learn from such patterns. And if you become pushy and they get irritated, that is how you begin to learn. Oh, if I ask, are you fine? And then they be like, I'm fine. Don't be too pushy. Go do your thing. And you will be so shocked that the moment you are busy with your thing, now on their own, they need attention. Like a kid. Now they feel like they're missing out. And that is how indirectly you begin to make an avoidant person chase you. You got what I mean? It's almost like at a time where they feel they need space, they get it. At a time where they feel like you are being too much, they realize, no, I guess I was wrong. For example, sometimes if they feel like you spend the whole day together, you find that by the time they get home, they just want to be alone. And maybe you try to send a text or to make a call. They don't pick up. Instead of bombarding them with calls, hey, are you not picking up? When you call once and they don't pick up, you'll be like, if this person wants to talk, they saw my missed call, they're going to get back to me. And indeed, remember, they might have just left the phone ringing deliberately because they need space. And indeed, when it rings once and you go off, you disappear as well, you go do your thing, not necessarily that you are ignoring them. When they don't see you calling the second time, of course, that avoidant person will be relieved. Phew. But then an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, tomorrow, they start to work, now they need the attention again. Listen, without an avoidant person realizing, they begin to break whatever barrier that they were having. They will start to learn how to chase you and be comfortable with it, for that matter. Even if it's a woman to a man. The moment, it's almost like a woman. You know, when women sleep with men, they get to a point where she is at a state where she starts chasing him. That is a common thing, isn't it? Before she slept with him, he's the one doing the chasing. So let me tell you that even when it comes to initiating, it is the same thing. That avoidant person now will know when to follow you. When they act moody, you're not there. They become comfortable without realizing that they are the ones now always doing most of the calling than you are. Because remember, now you have left the ball in their court. So by that, listen, it is not every day that an avoidant person comes across someone who can tolerate their nonsense. So whenever you happen to be an exception, let me assure you, even if it's at a point where the avoidant wants to move on with someone in you know what happens? The moment they start their nonsense and that person can't even tolerate for a little bit, they start feeling lonely. And when they are lonely, you start to think too much. Oh, I wish I could find someone that can appreciate me. And when they are tempted, they realize, nobody even cares. You become the only person who they know they can open up. They don't get judged. Everyone else is judging them. So you become someone who now they, in reverse, they depend on. You will find an avoidant beginning to open up to you on their own. Things that they were not telling you in the past. Now an avoidant one is now leaning on you. And now this person you become their oxygen. Because, hey, I can be myself. I can open up. I trust this person. And without realizing, they attach. And you know what comes right with attaching? You fall in love. And before you know it, your relationship with that avoidant starts to become almost like natural. They are calling you. They don't disappear as often. They are almost even obsessing, because when they are lonely around you, they feel safe. When they want to talk, they feel safe. When they want to go out, they are in a mood to go out, they can reach out to you. They don't have to fear that of being rejected. And that is how, before you know it, an avoidant person will fall in love with you as a result of your patience. I hope this was helpful, and of course you can also book an appointment with me if you want to book a consultation. And of course, I have more videos like this. So like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.